Hello viewers, welcome to the program Safe Life. I am Ishimwe Kathy, and today we are going to be talking about causes of accidents, where and literally the places where they happen a lot. I am with Mr. Tamale Wilson, Director, Country View Driving School, Nankulabye Headquarters. You're most welcome to the show. Please say hello to the viewers.
Thank you, Kathy. Tamale Wilson is my name, and I want to say hello to everybody, all Ugandans, more especially road users. Thank you very much, people who use the roads very well to keep lives of people, save lives of people, save money, which would have been spent on things like, compensations, receipts given by people who have made errors, mistakes, and also make sure we save time. People always go through quarrels here
Definitely.
and there, so we have to do the things. Thank you very much, and it is very good for everybody to be safe wherever you are going for your work, school, and other things.
Well, I would like you to straight away take us through, you talk about the bad behaviors or the human errors of the road users.
Yes, it is all about road safety, and people must know that we have to keep road safety. Road safety means actually keeping the lives, making sure you do all things possible to make sure you save people's lives. You have to make sure you reach very safe to your working place, but especially if we want our country to prosper, families to prosper, many people to support everybody for earning. More especially, you have to be safe on the road.
True.
Now, many things happen on the roads. You asked me about causes and targets. Why really people make accidents? Causes of accidents are very many, but to mention a few. Number one, lack of training. People need to be trained. You can't come from anywhere and join or start using our roads. You have to know that I have been trained by somebody to walk on the road, to follow the rules on the road. But also, I've changed from one vehicle to another. I need training on that vehicle, all in that vehicle. Now, if I lack training and I know what I'm doing, I will be able to prevent preventable accidents. Human error is also somebody not to prepare himself or herself for the road. And somebody to be safe on the road starts from his or her room, say bedroom. Prepare yourself. Make sure you are fit and well to use the road. Check the means of transport you are going to use. If I talk about means of transport, we have many types of transport. But if I talk about means, I talk about I jumped on a border or a bicycle, I used a private vehicle, I jumped on a taxi, or I used another means. So that means of transport, even if you are walking as a pedestrian, you have to prepare that means of transport. So that one is an error made by many people, not to check yourself, not to check the vehicle you're going to use before you start moving it or driving it. Another causation means is that people don't know that we could give respect to one another. Actually, it doesn't mean people to people, but also places as far as rules are concerned. You can find that people don't stop. He has seen a stop sign. If you are stopping at a roundabout, you stop, wait for the people who have right of way. And also, please make sure you are coming to a junction, stop. Moreover, you put a stop line pedestrian crossing, and then you stop and you have to think or not think that somebody knows what he or she is doing, but expect the unexpected in the process.
Well, Mr. Tamale, I would like you to talk about accident remedy formula.
Yes, like earlier we said that people make many errors.
Yeah, very many
actually,
mistakes in
errors,
the
yeah, mistakes actually. People have to know that in the places of using roads by any means, you have to know how am I going to escape such as somebody's errors, mistakes made on the road. Mistakes made by drivers of different vehicles.
I would like us to start with the drivers themselves.
Yes.
And then we can go to us, the pedestrians.
Thank you very much. Yeah, the driver must know that the lives of all people you have in any means you are using are in your hands.
True.
So if the driver is not fit and well to use the road, we are in danger.
True.
Other road users. Let it be pedestrian, cyclist, motorcyclist, drivers of different vehicles or classification of vehicles, we are in danger. So the driver plays a very big role for our safety. So driver, you must know that you know what you are doing on the road. You have all the documents which allow you to drive. Apart from after having a very good training, you must have the documents. What makes a driver? That is the qualification you get after your training makes you a driver. And another thing is the authorization given by that driver to use the road. What's the authorization? It's driving license. Yeah. You are given driving license after driver training and driver testing. You get a driving license. You can add on these days, getting a Giobokase is not very easy without a certificate.
Sure.
You must have gone through a training course, authorized to drive on our roads by being given a driving license, and the driving license must give you qualification on the vehicle you have trained, not going to another vehicle because you haven't trained that one. The class of vehicle you have trained is the one which you are given. But also the transmission is very important. Are you qualified in a manual vehicle, automatic vehicle? These days on our license, we specify.
Oh,
yes, okay. This has passed a test on an automatic vehicle. This has passed a test on a manual vehicle. And if we find you driving a manual vehicle and a mistake happens, we'll know you are not supposed to drive that. So always, what do we call accident remedy formula? The accident remedy formula starts with a driver now. What are the things which make him run away or prevent preventable accidents? He must have very good eyes. Very good eyes to see as a driver, to scan the road very well. He must have brains, think properly, brains to make very good decision. He must have used all the parts which makes a driver be safe on the road. Eyes to see, brain to think, okay? Hands to control vehicle components, and legs to control the pedals. So if you have those, then what is next? You have to make sure that if you see, scan the road very well. That is formula number one. You have to scan the road very well. If the eyes extend some message to brain, the driver must think what to do.
So must be able to
that's
quickly.
What we call understand the defense.
Okay.
That means what you have to use as brain and then act in time before you crash.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, you also take us to our mistakes as the pedestrians that we make on the road.
Yes. Okay. Pedestrians, you have to know that rules concern you as well.
True.
Don't think that these things are for
only-
vehicles.
Yes.
No, these things for vehicles. Pedestrians have to play your role. Number one, for example, if I give an example of a junction which has like a traffic signals, those are traffic lights. There is a signal for pedestrians.
True.
You see a man, a command. I want also to put there for a lady, a woman. Why a man alone? We can put for women as well. If it shows green, means it's time for you pedestrian to cross. It might be a pedestrian crossing or a zebra crossing or other places put there for pedestrian to cross. Look what that green one. It has only two colors, green and red. The moment it shines green, cross. But before that one, look right, look left, and listen. You have to listen to vehicles. Sometimes sound maybe is more quicker than maybe the action of the driver at that time. If it comes red, no crossing. If the green starts maybe to show that maybe somebody should have passed here, cross without running. Okay. Cross one part after seeing, looking right and left, cross one part of the road. Sometimes we put island in the middle or a wide line in the middle. Cross one part, continue the system, look right, left, then cross the other side. Now, as pedestrian, please don't run. Wait for the vehicles to pass. Don't think that vehicles can see you, because some of these people are very small to be seen. Some are school children, young children. Some are putting on clothes which are not shining. Imagine you are putting on a darker dress at night. Nobody will see you. But also it comes to other vehicles like a bicycle, a motorcycle. Vehicles cannot see those people very quickly. So you have to make sure you also follow the rules as we use and interact on the road.
Well, I would like us to discuss the different places where these accidents happen a lot.
Yes, Kathy, I can tell you that many places, but I'll mention a few to sum up everything. We can call these places as a general name. We call them black spots. Okay. What is a black spot? A black spot is a place where your eyes can be clear to see or to scan the road for hazards. The hazards are those things which can be obstacles to antagonize with your driving. Sometimes they can be there, but also it happens that the driver and other road users might have not been fit to use the road. What's the unfitness? He drank, he's maybe sleepy, he's tired, fatigued, and also could not be able to calculate some of the things he sees on the road. Now, black spots are like corners, junctions, bridges, traffic signals or lights and other things which help us to make sure we can be safe on the roads. So places like schools, hospitals, markets, religious places like churches, and where many people gather, soccer places, and crusades and such places. So you have to be very careful, because even at such places we put cautions, we put things to make sure somebody knows what to do. But also humps are one of them. I have ever seen somebody was passing over a hump and the vehicle jumped in the air. Flew in the air.
I would like us to talk about, we do have different drivers on the road who literally keep using the very same speed, bypassing all the places that you've mentioned.
Yes.
What do you think that should be done to such people?
Yeah, it is
What
all...
is your advice?
Yes. Because I would say it's all about attitude. somebody has to use his attitude. Change the attitude whenever you come to a different place, such as those mentioned. You have to change your behavior. Remember, we said that most of the accidents are human errors.
Sure.
You must not drive the speed you have been driving on highway. When you come to a built-up area, you have to change your attitude, your behavior, the way you are going to handle this situation. You come to a built-up area, and say a city or a town or the places were mentioned involving many people crossing here and there, you have to change your behavior. Moreover, did you know that we are coming very much, because I was one of the workshops to do that. I attended one of the workshops, 30 kilometers per hour. This is what is going to happen. But now, if you come to such a places, please don't drive the way you have been driving. Think about other road users. Change the speed, change the behavior, and make sure you keep everybody you have in your vehicle or on your vehicle to make sure everybody is safe.
What do you think should be done to reduce on the road accidents? Recently, we've been seeing so very many accidents happening here and there. And what's your take on the big trucks that keep moving during the day? I thought, to me, that the perfect time for them is probably to move at night when most of the other road users have probably gone to bed. So what would you say about it?
Kathy, I'm many years on this world or in this world, and I've seen many things happening.
Sure.
And there was one president who made it a law that we shouldn't move at night. I know that time it happened. But now we cannot control that kind of situation because of the maybe now the systems we have, the competition we have, and the technology we have. So people move day and night. Especially you talked about trucks,
yes.
Big buses, trailers, trucks. Those, they stay so much on the road and they move at night. Now what should be done is everybody has to know why he's driving, why she's driving. You must know why you are on the road. Don't come on our roads if you don't have any answer for that one. Because driving, there is no situation all time. You have to be like a pedestrian, idle and disorderly. In driving, idle and disorderly means accident. Because you will have to plan for your trip. You have make what we call a trip plan. What should be done is that many people, you must know what you are doing when you are on the road. You must understand what you are doing on the road. It starts with any road user, like we said earlier on, that you have to budget your trip. Drivers do science when they don't know. Drivers do geography. Drivers do history. And drivers do mathematics. So all of those things, a driver must know where I'm going or he's going. For example, if you were hired, for example, Kathy, we can say we are going for a party. But also we have other situations where we're going to for burials and other things. In sad times and also good times or happy times. We have to get a driver. Does the driver know that area where he's going to take us? What hazards are there? What speed should I drive on? So always we have to make sure that drivers, road users, always make a trip plan, and in the process, make sure you have to be patient, respect one another on the road, show a lot of discipline at a high degree, because you can't do something good if you don't have discipline.
Please talk about that again. People don't have discipline on the road. Oh my God.
Another word you can use is courtesy. Those things go together. Discipline and courtesy. So always make sure you are patient, you are considerate, and also you can make sure you save somebody's life with something done after using your brains, eyes, and other parts of the body. I know when somebody is driving, the whole body is moving, but we have to make sure that we can control the situation using all the facilities available to make sure everybody reaches the place very safely.
Okay, I would also want us to talk about other stakeholders in this task.
So, if we are on roads, you cannot come from anywhere, like we said earlier on, and join any road. Even if it is a small road going to the well, even if it is a road. Do you know a road called the close or lane? It is a road which is constructed by somebody and it goes straight to his home. It doesn't go through. That is a lane or a close. Even if it is such a road, please, you have to make sure you use it very well, so that everybody can enjoy the movement, the driving, and everywhere he's going. So please make sure you do what? You respect everything. So what do we have to do? As you told me, you asked me that question, that when we are on roads, please make sure that we all enjoy the drive. If, say, a driver drives at a speed which is not expected of him, somebody who is being driven, remember, Kase, driving and being driven is a necessary evil. You know that very well. That we cannot run away from it. Vehicles. You are hit by a bicycle or a boda, they put you on another one. They can even call an ambulance. So always we have to make sure that we have nothing to do without transport. Transport is part of our lives. So we have to make sure that as we interact, as we use our roads, as we move things from one place to another, we have to know why we're driving, and we have to know the vehicles we're driving, and we gauge them on mainly the three things.
What are those things?
Number one, you have to know that the vehicle I'm driving, what purpose does it do? The job it is using. Don't use a vehicle which carries things like a commercial vehicle, and you use a vehicle for passengers. Number two, permissible weight it is carrying. Okay, and number three, the power of that vehicle in terms of cc and also horsepower. So we have to make sure that we know each and everything in our plan for a trip when we are going to do different things.
Okay.
Yes.
In your closing remarks, as we are winding up the show, I would like you to talk to give the public in general your advice, and specifically us, the road users, the pedestrians, the border riders. Oh my God. What advice would you give to them?
Kathy, I would say there are many things. Remember, time limits us, but there are many things we can talk about that. I'm talking about public using the road. There is nothing you can do without transport. Everybody, even as we sit here in these studios, we came by means of transport. So we have to make sure that as we move in this world, let us think that everybody has gone through training of a certain kind of class of vehicle. Number two, you have to make sure you use that vehicle, the purpose it is has to be used for, and make sure you respect everybody you are carrying on your vehicle and the things you are carrying on your vehicle. So patience is very important for everybody to make sure everybody is safe. Number four, we have to make sure that you understand the season you driving that vehicle. Is it rainy? Is it shiny? Is it night? Is it day? Is it rush hour? So make sure you also change the behavior as you are doing that. Check your vehicle before you start. Check yourself before you start. Respect is very important for everybody. Let us all be safe wherever we are going to make sure we develop ourselves, our families, and our country economically at large.
Okay. Well, I would like you to also, in case somebody would like to reach out, share your contact and probably mention where you could be found.
Yes. Country View Driving School is the company, Tamara Wilson Director, since 1983, almost 40 years from now. We are located at Nakurabi and Kuruma Road, just a few meters from the traffic lights or junction. You can reach us on the telephone number 0772 410 480, all Airtel Walid 0702 28 6104. But you can use a general contact as well. We are on many TikTok, we are on WhatsApp, we are on Facebook, but you can use our website www.countryviewdrivingschool.yogi.
Okay. It was really nice having you on the show.
Thank you very much.
Well, I hope you all heard. Please be careful on the roads, and most especially to the drivers, to us, the pedestrians, and the border riders. Thank you for staying us throughout the show. It's been Safe Life. My name is Ishime Kathy. Stay blessed.